Following CJ Nerf video is rated KTPA, kid tested, parent approved, and is intended for all audiences. Options in the Nerf Modulus series, you're probably asking yourself, which one's right for me? Today's your lucky day. So since the holidays are fast approaching, we are going to break down the entire Nerf Modulus line and provide you with 3 different opinions. You're going to get my opinion, my 5-year-old son's opinion, and I polled my audience to give you fan feedback opinion. So you know exactly which blasters to target this holiday season. Now, my friends, before we get started, I would just like to get your small bit of feedback on one question I have. Did the intro grab your attention? Click that card popping in the upper right-hand corner and cast your vote. Yes or no? So as in previous versions of Nerf 101, where we're looking at an entire blaster series, let's go over the ammo that's going to be able to work with these blasters, as well as my face protection recommendation. Now, of course, here are all the different types of ammo that actually can be fired through different blaster platforms. And here are the specific different types of ammo that you will be able to use within the Nerf Modulus series. Now, as far as face protection recommendation, guys, the majority of the Modulus series is going to fire your normal standard elite rounds. For that, I would just say normal safety glasses, which are impact rated, are absolutely adequate. Keep in mind, there are 2 blasters that will fire missiles, and 1 blaster that actually fires mega rounds. The Tristrike fires a missile and mega, and the Demolisher will actually fire missiles. So if you have either one of those blasters, you may want to use your own judgment if you want to kind of amp up the face protection. Now guys, the best way to describe the Nerf Modulus series is customization. Guys, it's modular concept. Everything kind of marries into one another. There's a ton of attachment packs out there that you can go and grab. And some of the blasters actually come with a gaggle. I always wanted to use the word gaggle, but a gaggle of attachments that you can actually customize other Nerf blasters with. So that is why the Modulus line is one of the most popular Nerf series, because it just gives you a wide array of ways to customize and put your own style flair on whatever loadout you want to make. Now, in addition to all the cool ways you can customize your blasters to your own style, some Modulus blasters actually have some cool special features, such as glow in the dark. How about the first blaster with select fire? You could fire a single shot, 3-shot burst, or full auto, like so. That's single. Flip the selector switch to the middle, 3-round burst. Or click it to full auto. There you go. We have a blaster within a blaster, so if you get the Mediator stock attachment, it actually comes with a hidden 2-shot pistol in the stock. Alright, none of those tickle your fancy? How about a blaster that can fire 3 different ammo types? Elite darts? Shotgun mega darts? How about missiles? Tristrike got you covered no matter what mood you're in. My friends, or how about a blaster with so many attachments and so many things that come with it? Once you got it all fully set, it looks like you could actually destroy a tank with this thing. Well, that's the Demolisher. And you know, honestly, friends, if you just want to do a plain old sniper rifle, guys, they got the best sniper rifle shell out of all of the blasters on the market today. So my friends, as you can see, there's a lot to like in the Nerf Modulus series, and personally, that's why it is one of my favorite Nerf series of all time. Pop quiz, guys, got a quick question for you. In the comment section, share your thoughts. What do you think of the Nerf Modulus display wall? I am really curious to know what your thoughts are. Do me a favor, use whatever one-word adjective you would use to describe this wall. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section now. Blaster breakdown time, guys, and we're going to begin with the Ion Fire. This blaster average retails for $14.99. Has an N-Strike adapter in the back to add a stock tactical rail up on top, so you can put whatever optics you want, and a front barrel attachment so you can actually put on different attachments. This is a breech loading single shot pistol, which you pull back here, load the dart in this area right here, which is pretty time consuming. Close it and fire. It comes with a little clip here where you can store 4 extra darts on the bottom. and overall is a very slow loading pistol. Taking a look at the barrel strike, we have a 4-shot front load capacity blaster with a small tactical rail up on top and a folding stock which will flip up on top of the blaster. Just simply push this button here, flip it up, and it becomes an end strike adapter for the front barrel of any other blaster, like such. Once you have it attached to another blaster, the front pistol grip actually becomes a secondary holder so you can actually stabilize the platform even more. Or simply detach it from this blaster, and now you have a pretty cool pistol where you can actually look through the barrel tube, and that can be used as a secondary sight. Barrel strike's pretty cool. $24.99, you can go ahead and get you a Shadow ICS 6. This clear shell blaster has a 6-round internal magazine. To load it, you simply drop the dart here in this top cylinder, push down with all 4 fingers to make sure the dart goes in straight, and then you're going to prime on the top handle and fire. Blaster does have 4 tactical rails, 1, 2, 1 underneath here, and then 1 underneath the grip here, as well as an end strike adapter in the back so you can put whatever stock you want on. You can also remove the barrel in the front and change that out as well. Guys, one thing I would say about this blaster in particular, it is not a big fan favorite in the Nerf community. It has very clunky internals, and I would not recommend you getting this. Although it looks cool and has a nice glow-in-the-dark feature, there are honestly just better options available. One final note, to make the glow feature work on the ICS, you are going to need 3 AAA batteries. Alright my friends, since we're on the subject of blasters, I would definitely caution you to avoid. Here's another one, the Battle Scout ICS 10. This blaster comes with a really hefty price tag because you're buying a video camera up on top. And honestly, I've owned this blaster for a while and I've never used this camera. So honestly, I can't speak of how the camera actually works. But there's just so many options out there. Do you really need it? I guess that's more of the question. For a $69.99 price tag, the blaster performance is nowhere near up to where it should be for a price tag of that amount. It does come with a 10-round clip, an underneath prime, and 1 tactical rail up on top. The camera does shake a little bit. Now there is a silver lining to this, although I would caution you to not buy this blaster because of the performance and the price tag. They did re-release this blaster underneath the Battle Camo series. They improved the performance of the blaster, let go of the camera, and made this a $34.99 blaster. Honestly guys, if you must have this platform, this is the way you want to go. Go with the Battle Camo series, not the original Modulus series with the green and white paint job. Next up is the Stock Shock for $14.99. This is the kit and the way it's going to look when you go to purchase it. Like the name says, it's actually a stock attachment that doubles as a blaster. It holds 4 darts in this front load capacity. The stock actually extends, okay? So if you extend it all the way out, you can attach it to other blasters, like so. All right, and then you have an extra stock for your blaster. Now, the Strife isn't the blaster that it's gonna look the best on, but for the sake of demoing, this is just the blaster I chose to use to demo these kind of things. Now, to fire the blaster, pull down on the priming handle underneath, and go ahead and take the shot. $7.99 for a quick attachment. You can get the Grip Blaster, 2-shot capacity blaster with front load, bottom prime, and an attachment point up on top so you can actually connect it to other blasters and it becomes a front grip, like such. Now you can grab it and you can actually stabilize that blaster platform. And in a pinch, you can pull it off, pull down on the prime, and you have 2 extra shots at your disposal at all times. Next up is the $24.99 Nerf Modulus Recon Mk2. This blaster is actually really fun to use. 6-round magazine. Go ahead and load it up into the blaster. Pull the top slide back forward. Tactical rail up on top. End strike attachment point in the back so you can put whatever stock you want on. And it also has a front barrel attachment so you can put whatever you want on the front. Lots of options, really cool. Blaster shoots amazing. And the Recon Mk2 is actually a really solid spring-powered blaster. Next up, you can get the $19.99 Bare Bones Mediator. Now, bare bones I say because there are attachments that you can buy specifically for this blaster to actually really trick it out. And we'll go over that in a second. But for $19.99, here's what the base platform is going to look like. You have an end strike adapter in the front and the back, so you can attach stocks and barrels. You have a tactical rail up on top as well as one here on the side. The Mediator does have a vertical priming handle where you would simply pull this to the rear, take your 6-round magazine that's included, slide it in from the side, put it back to the front, and fire. It does have slam fire, and overall is a really solid value at $19.99, but it's pretty bare bones in this configuration. You need to put the attachments on. So let's take a look at those. Now here are the two accessory kits that are designed specifically for the Mediator. Each one will run you $14.99 a piece. Starting off with the stock, this is an air-powered blaster with a 3-shot front load capacity and a top prime. This is an air-powered blaster, so you can use it as a standalone by pushing this button and pulling down on the handle, which will actually give you a grip. To actually fire this, you're going to pump up on the priming handle to build up the air pressure in the blaster. All right, we'll just stop right there. You can probably do it a couple more times. Push this button to actually fire, and you fire all 3 darts at the same time. You don't have to have this blaster in this configuration to actually work, because if you have it attached to the Mediator, it will look like this. So you would just simply pump up the air pressure and then pull this button again to take the shot. Now when it comes to the stock actually has a hidden 2-shot blaster in here with a hammer prime, and it'll simply tuck away nicely in the bottom of the blaster. Keep in mind, if it's upside down, it will fall out, so you just want to make sure you keep your blaster horizontal so you actually don't lose this. It does have a belt clip right here that will actually hook onto your side, so if you want to use it sort of as a holster, you're more than welcome to do that. In addition, you can also store 2 darts right here in the front part of the blaster underneath. Now when you have the complete look on the Mediator, it really transforms the way this blaster looks. So overall, you're looking at $19.99 for this, $14.99 for that, and $14.99 for this. So I think that's somewhere around like $49 for the complete setup. And overall, man, it performs great. I love the Mediator. Next up, guys, we have the Tristrike coming in at $49.99. I did this one directly behind the Mediator on purpose because the platforms are pretty similar. It kind of depends on what features you like better. With the Mediator, you had a vertical prime, but a side-loading magazine. With the Tristrike, you have a bolt action with a vertical mag-fed system. Both blasters are both spring-powered as well as air-powered. Now, with this one, you're going to fire missiles, mega darts, as well as elite darts. With the other one, it's basically just elite darts. Now, just like its other Modulus counterparts, this one has a ton of customizable features on it as well. We'll start with the N-Strike stock attachment points. There is 2, one located here and one located directly on the back of the missile launcher. So, if you want to take the missile launcher and make it its own standalone blaster, well, bam, now you can do that, and you can launch missiles as a standalone platform. Now, for the sake of this video, we're going to leave the stock and the missile launcher in its original configuration. If you do decide to leave it like this, the missile launcher does have an additional tactical rail up on top if you want to put some other attachment up there. Now, the barrel attachment of the front of the Tristrike, you know, it does remove. There's an N-Strike adapter, so you can put other barrels on there if you want to actually fire the mega darts from the front. Pull forward on the priming handle, and then when you pull back hard. It's going to push the air out to launch the darts like so. Now, as you notice, it can get a little finicky. All right, I'm so glad that happened on video because that is my one true complaint about the Tristrike system overall, the inconsistency of firing mega darts from the front barrel attachment. Overall, the rest of the platform is pretty much flawless. It works great, but you will get some inconsistency because it's air-powered here in the front with this front barrel attachment. Now, to fire the elite darts, you're going to pull back on the priming bolt, pull forward, and fire. It does offer slam fire. Hold the trigger and go ahead and rip your darts down. All right. Do I need to say anything else? If you want a sniper, this is the shell you want. Guys, the Long Strike is an absolute beast. Coming in at a $69.99 price tag. They actually changed the internals on this version of the blaster. It used to have a reverse plunger tube assembly. Now it has a direct plunger tube, which means you're getting much better performance out of this blaster in stock form. It does come with 3 6-round magazines, 2 that you can store in the stock, 1 that you can store here underneath. Tactical rail up on top, comes with this long distance scope, comes with the bipod, another tactical rail up here, another tactical rail up here, tactical rail here underneath. This is the nicest sniper shell Nerf has ever created, and honestly, with the performance and everything else with this blaster, it is absolutely fantastic, and I would definitely recommend it. Next up, we have an all-time classic, my friends, the Strife, $29.99. This is one of the most iconic blasters in Nerf's arsenal, and is basically, should be in everybody's arsenal. You have tactical rail up on top, tactical rail underneath, and front barrel attachment you can put on whatever you want. Same thing with the stock. And overall, it's just a really solid platform. Modders love this blaster, and it's used in a ton of builds. Simply pull the rev trigger, go ahead and fire the trigger, and you're getting excellent performance at an excellent price with a really slick looking blaster. Pretty much in everybody's top list. All right, now I did say that the Strife was one of the most iconic blasters, so here's a reshell of it into the Ghost Ops series, the Invader. This blaster is going to average retail for $39.99, features that glow-in-the-dark feature that I displayed a little bit earlier in the video, comes with a 12-round magazine, tactical rail up on top, tactical rail here on the side, and one underneath on the bottom. Adding that with the glow feature and the Strife basic performance, this blaster has a lot going for it and is fantastic. Personally, it's one of my son's favorite blasters in the Nerf series. Oh, and did I mention that they had a stock attachment in the back as well? Now it's time for the epic blaster that began it all, guys, the Modulus ECS-10. This flywheel semi-automatic 4AA battery-powered blaster was the very first blaster released under the Modulus series, came with a ton of attachments, basically everything you see on this blaster, and had excellent power directly right out of the box. The shell and design of this blaster has stood the test of time, and it is still a personal favorite to this day. To fire, simply hold the rev trigger, aim, and fire. This blaster fires extremely hard and has tons of options for you to customize it. Tactical rail up on top, and strike adapter in the back. Tactical rail here, tactical rail here. Front and strike adapter so you can switch out the barrel. Another tactical rail underneath here. The Modulus ECS-10 had everybody drooling at the time of release. Oh, and did I mention the other tactical rail on the other side? Guys, with all of the different Modulus kits that have come out for attachments, this one is still a must-have in your arsenal. Now again, we're going to move over to the Regulator. This blaster average retails for $59.99. That's $10 more than the Modulus ECS-10. This blaster was the first blaster to introduce select fire, so you could shoot the single 3-round burst or full auto. I demonstrated that earlier in the video, so we're not going to go over that again. It does have an indicator light here to tell you when the magazine has no ammo left, and that's actually pretty cool. Comes with tons of attachments, which you can see here. The stock itself was actually beefed up and made far superior to that of the Modulus. That was one of the downfalls with the Modulus stock. It did have a lot of flex. I did forget to mention that. When you put it up against your shoulder, it just wasn't really a workable stock, to be honest. And that has been remedied with the Regulator stock. Blaster is considerably heavier than the Modulus ECS-10 because this one actually takes 4 C batteries instead of AA. I mean, you got a tactical rail up on top of the blaster. You put the actual barrel up here to double as a sight. There's a tactical rail up on top of that. You have a carrying handle, which will actually swivel. You have another front barrel attachment with another attachment point where you can put it on a different blaster. Tactical rail underneath. You have a stock that actually will hold an additional magazine. The Regulator has everything you want and more. You can choose which mode you want to fire in. Tons of ways to make it look cool. It's just a must-have. I guess there's no other way to put that. Moving on. And now it's time to go over the ultimate beast and the most expensive blaster in the Nerf Modulus series. That's the $99.99 Ultimate Customizer Pack. Before that price, guys, you're going to get a wide array of attachments as well as a Demolisher 2-in-1, which will fire missiles, and you fire normal elite ammo through this blaster. Now guys, there are so many attachments that come with this blaster. I don't want to go into them all. This will be a 4-minute segment on this blaster alone. So click that card popping in the upper right hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to my Ultimate Customizer Pack review, and you can see the in-detail look on this entire blaster. And trust me, it's worth a look, because this blaster is absolutely a monster. So my friends, that's going to do it for the blasters, but like I said, there are a ton of customizable accessory packs out there for you to pick up to actually make these blasters your own. So let's take a look at some of those. So you have the Stealth Ops Upgrade Kit, personal favorite. You have the Long Distance Kit. You have the Strike and Defend Kit, which gives you a shield and a stock. That stock actually fires 1 dart as well. And then you get the Flip Clip Upgrade Kit. Switching over to this side, you see the Mediator barrel and the Mediator stock. Got it right that time, thank God. Now we have the Nerf Modulus Ghost Ops Chrono Barrel, where you can measure the velocity of your shots with that. You have the Close Combat Upgrade Kit. I haven't seen this one in a while in stores, so if you can still find that, great. Just keep in mind the grenades are extremely light and they don't really throw that far. And then you have the Reflective Targeting Kit, which is made for more night play, but the sight is actually kind of cool to look good on the Invader. Now, in addition to those, they will sell the Tactical Light separately, this attachment separately, which I don't have it in the box to show you. Of course, the stock shock, like we showed you earlier. And then you have a storage stock, which you can get, and this night finder, which is a day-night zoom scope. As you can see, guys, the Modulus series is all about customizable heaven. So let's pull up the detail card list so you can see these blasters side by side and see exactly what the stats ring up as. Well, now it's time to show you how my son feels about the Modulus series, and here are his top blasters. Now it's time to give you my picks. Mine will be in no particular order. These are just the blasters that I feel are the best in the Modulus series. And now it's time for the fan feedback portion of this video where you'll get the answers straight from the Nerf community. So my friends, I would appreciate it if you could let me know what you think about this video series in the comment section. It would be really helpful to me. And guys, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. What do you got to lose? You're gonna get good information just like this. Once again, I'm CJ. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one.